So a new tool was launched to the market last year to help you clone any website whatsoever to WordPress, to Webflow with a few click of a button here and there. If you like using Figma to design your wireframes, your prototypes, then this is a fantastic and a good news for you. And if you have not even used Figma before, you've not heard about Figma, Figma is a fantastic UI design platform that you can go and design literally anything, any project whatsoever. So if this is your first time hearing about Figma, it's fantastic. I can walk you through super simple and easy thing to do. I'm sure you're not going to have any problem. Without further ado, I think we should go check out this tool. So right on my screen here is FigWebEx. I tested this tool last year and I had good result with it. And since then, I've not been able to test it again because I've been off work for a while trying to attend to other things. But if you come to their website here, you see it says convert Figma to WordPress and Webflow without using auto layouts. So if you're using Figma, you would know that if this tool promises to help you convert your Figma to WordPress and Webflow without auto layout, you know that this tool is going to do a fantastic job. I have not seen any tool on the market that will help you convert your Figma design to WordPress or to whatever content management system you are using without auto layout. This is crazy. I will leave a link to this tool in the video description. I believe you find it a lot and full. You can check it out. With my link in the video description, you have the opportunity to test this tool literally for free. You can check it out. And if you're okay with the tool, why not go ahead and make a purchase? It's as simple as that. So that's it for this. If you go through this process, you'll be able to go to app here and then it should take you inside of FigWebEx, something like this, but you should not be able to see something like this. In your case, you should be able to see this here. You just need to add a new project. I have a project here called Dapps tutorial. I just want to keep it, and these are the export that I have tried out recently. So right now we can also go to figma.com. If you're using Figma for the very first time, you can just go to figma.com and create a free account, free to use too as well, and then you can literally just use a free plugin inside of Figma to clone any website to Figma. And that plugin is HTML to design. If you're very familiar with this YouTube channel, you know that I have talked so much about this plugin. It's a fantastic freemium plugin too as well that you can use for a limited amount of time per month. And if you want to use it more, you should consider subscribing to their Pro. So you can see here I have Elementor landing page here already using that tool. So this is what Elementor.com look like. If you are very familiar with Elementor, it's a page builder inside of WordPress and it has a complex landing page, a very long complex landing page. If this tool is able to clone these for us, then it is a fantastic tool you should pay attention to. So I just want to experiment with it. I am sure that this tool will struggle cloning this page because I have not literally seen any tool that can literally just clone this complex Elementor landing page. So if you come down here, you can see this scrolling effect here. I'm very sure it's not able to do this, but again, it's fine if it's able to replicate all of the design. Then inside of WordPress, we can add the animation effect to our design, right? So that will save you a lot of workflow. So that's exactly what this tool is about. This tool is not a tool you should rely on to help you clone everything, including animations on your design. Trust me. So this is exactly what it looks like. Another page, you can see we have another effect here. This tool is not able to also clone any of this animation, but again, Softlight, the maker of FigWebEx, have another tool that can literally help you clone animations like this. I would possibly one of these days try my hand on that tool to see if just to check it out really, but I'm not really a fan of animations really, and that's why you've not seen those kind of tutorials on this YouTube channel. Another landing page again I might just want to experiment with is system.io. Is a fantastic random design here. I just want us to just check it out. It's also not a very easy clone. is not a very easy design like that to clone. But again, let's experiment with this to see if this tool is able to replicate this. I'll just copy this URL here, and now let's come back to Figma. So like I told you, I've been able to do this. Maybe we should just see what this tool is able to do for us. So you can see this is it, and I think this is a fantastic clone here. So you can see for these places is where we're supposed to have all these animations are scrolling on each other. We can effect that inside of WordPress, but that is not able to replicate that. So you can see here too, we don't have that sliding effect, but it's fine. But again, fantastic clone here. So now let me launch this plugin. If I come to plugin here, if I right click Figma, come to plugins here, I can just come to HTML to design. In your case, you can go to manage plugins and then search for the plugin. So I already have system.io URL here. So once the plugin is launched, just paste in the URL you want to clone here. It's as simple as that, but you have some other options with this. For example, if you come down here, we have access to viewpoint and also the theme. So if you want to clone the mobile view, the web view, the tab view, the laptop, desktop, all of these things are possible. In the Pro also, you have the option for you to set your viewpoint yourself. So if you are into design, you will know how crucial this is for someone who wants to have control over the responsiveness of their design. And it's a fantastic option there. And also you can use the Chrome extension to drag and drop htdoc files. So you can go to Chrome. From Chrome you can use the Chrome extension to snip any page whatsoever, back end, front end, and then upload it here. If you want to see exactly how this is done, I have done a tutorial in time past about this. You can check the video description to see that tutorial. So that's it. But right now what we want to do is just to clone system.io. I want to show you exactly how this tool help you reap any design online inside of Figma. Once we are done with cloning into Figma, the next thing is for us to take our design from Figma to WordPress. Super simple, easy steps, right? HTML to design is done here, so I can just close this plugin. So it's been able to help us clone this design here. So you can see, but I don't know why this plugin does this recently. It just kind of had another background layer to our design, which is not useful for us. But if we come down here, this is the design here. So this is the Elementor, this is the design. So if I open this, this is the real frame that we want to use and not this one necessarily. So what I can just do is just right click this. I can just come to ungroup. You can see that is gone. Now we now have the main frame we want to use, and I think this is beautiful. So I can just I can double click this and call this system.io, right, so that we know exactly what this is. So this is good. I can zoom in and just drag this so that we see both designs side by side. All right, just like that. So I can come up here and let's just say zoom to fit so that we see both design. This is beautiful. So we have Elementor landing page here and system.io here. So now let's go to FigWebEx and let's see if we can just use this tool to bring them to our WordPress website. So now let's create a new export task. The first thing it's asking for is a Figma link. So let's come back to Figma here. So this page here, I'll just right click this and then I'll come to copy link to selection. So it's going to copy the link for this frame called Elementor. So we can come back here and then we can paste that link here. The next thing for us to do is to select our page builder, Elementor, Gutenberg, Webflow, Bricks, Breakdance, but I want to experiment with Gutenberg in this tutorial. Our requirement here, we have to download their Softlight plugin and then install that on our WordPress website. So once I click this, you can see I have the plugin download here already. And another thing you can still do here is to reduce DOM size. That I don't know if it would affect the quality of your clone. So I will always recommend that you try this without and then with this to see if you turn this on, definitely it will reduce the size of your export to WordPress, which is supposed to be good, but sometimes this can affect the quality of the design. So if you turn this on and then you export and then the design is not as expected, turn it off again and export again. But for this tutorial, I will just turn this off. And then the next thing we want to do is to hit the create button. There's some advanced settings here, but not necessarily are important right now. And you can see this is processing and this is Gutenberg. This is good. So now let's come to WordPress. I'm assuming you already have a WordPress website set up. If you don't have a WordPress website, it's super easy. You can set up WordPress in some few minutes, thanks to the help of a very budget-friendly hosting like Hostinger. So I have linked to Hostinger in the video description. In case you want to buy an hosting account, please do well to buy through my link. I also have a coupon code that will give you an amazing deal. It's a win for you and it's also a support for my channel. I will appreciate if you can do that. So right now, let's come to plugin. Let's come to install plugin. Let's check. I might have installed the plugin here before. Okay, I've not. So now let's come to add new. Let's upload the plugin and then let's come to our download. From here I will just drag this into this and then I will install this plugin installed. So now let's activate our plugin. Good. We have this plugin installed. I want to possibly deactivate some plugin I'm seeing here. We don't want this caching, and let me update these two plugins. That's just by the way. Okay. Good. So we have our WordPress ready. So now let's come back to FigWebEx. Let's see if this is complete. This is still processing. I don't know why it's taking this time, but it's a long page, and I think that's okay to give it time to process. We can Okay, so just refreshing this is now complete, and then I can copy this. Now let's come back to our WordPress website. Let's come to pages. Let's just add a new page. Okay, so this is Gutenberg here. Now I can just call this Elementor, right? And then I can just paste what I've copied from FigWebEx, and you can see we now have Elementor page here inside of Gutenberg. Oh, this is amazing. Let's check what we have inside of Elementor. Okay, it's not able to replicate the colors here. You can see that. Let's see the difference. Okay. I think some alignment issues here, but these are things we can easily sort out here. Okay. Wow, I think this is amazing. So far not bad. Okay, I have something blank. There's a text here, the color is not popping. You can see this. Give your website the hosting it deserves, or the hosting home. That's supposed to be, you can see, why is it having issues with this color pink? Because that's the only color I see that is constant everywhere. It's not able to, but again, we can easily change that color here. That's nothing to worry ourselves about. Okay, so this is where we're supposed to have this scrolling effect. All right. Wow, I feel something is not right here. Let me see what that looks like from here. Okay, you can see this. Okay, and oh, this is aligning vertically, so you can see we will have to possibly do some adjustment. Also for this here, I can see that this image here is cropped, so this is what the image is supposed to look like here. And again, one thing that is not too good about this is, if you notice that these images here are sourced directly from FigWebEx. So this is not able to bring the image directly into WordPress. So right now, if we go to WordPress Let's come, no, let's cancel this. Let me open this in a new tab. And let's come to our media. Let's come to our library. You can see there is no media whatsoever in our library. So this is not this plugin is not able to download all of the images and then host them locally in WordPress. Is a not too good part because it's not really very good for SEO, but there is always a workaway around this. What I would always do is that I will always copy the images and then manually paste them into WordPress and then link them back directly manually myself. And I think that's very, very easy to do. For example, you can see you can even change the image directly from here and go to your media library in case you want to use another image. But you can just copy this URL from here, Control C, and then you can open the URL in your browser. And then this is the image here. So it's supposed to even be like this. So from here, you can just save this image, upload it to your media library, and then change so that the image is sourced directly inside of your WordPress, not necessarily linking back. Because if the existing website make a change to that image file, your website will be broken because it will not be able to find the image and you'll just be linking back to another website. That's really, really not good for SEO. So that's my recommendation for this. But so far, I think this is not a bad clone. Trust me, it's not. This is a very, very good one. And then the footer section too. Wow. Let's publish this. Let's even see what it looks like. All right, we have our page published. Let's view this in a new tab. Let's see what this looks like. So one of the things we have to do here is to ensure that we make our page full screen. There are several ways to get that done using Gutenberg. You can search, but I think this is good. But the thing about this is that the design is narrow. It should be full screen. If it's full screen, it should be able to stretch more. So if that is done, I want to believe okay, these ones are supposed to have an effect to scroll on each other. So for this one here, they should be able to go side by side horizontally instead of vertically. But I think I love this sincerely. If you ask me, I love this so much. The best way for you to clone website like this, I've talked about this on this channel, is for you to use a tool like Elementor and using the Elementor Pro so that you can separate the header and the footer. WordPress doesn't work with loading headers and footer. WordPress work more with PHP, and then it just kind of separates. The page structure is always a static header, a static footer, and then a dynamic content inside of it, or a static whatever it is you want to put inside as the body of the content, so that the footer is constant across your website. So you have a site wide footer and a site wide header. I have done a tutorial. I've done a lot of tutorial around this. Maybe in my next tutorial, I would experiment with that using Elementor and then showing you exactly how to set your header and the footer so that you don't have to bring in footer and header into every of the page. It will just slow down your website because they keep loading every time you're loading a new page, and that's not really, really very good for SEO. I want to still check out this other page here called system.io. Let's right click this, let's copy link to selection. Let's see if it's going to do a good job cloning this landing page too as well. So let's come back here, let's create a new one, let's paste the link here, let's change this to Gutenberg. I don't have Elementor installed on that WordPress website. I would have loved to experiment. Let me see if I do have Elementor. No, I don't, but I can add up Elementor. Let's experiment with that. Let's just have the free version of Elementor. So we have Elementor here. So let's install Elementor. You can see Elementor have 10 million active installations. That's a fantastic plugin, trust me. All right, so we have Elementor here. So now let's make this an Elementor project instead of Gutenberg. Let's make Elementor, but again you have to have Flexbox container turned on, and that should be 3.10 or higher. But if you're downloading Elementor from the WordPress repository, you always have the latest version. So now let's create this again. Let's experiment with this. While this is processing, let's come back to our page, Elementor. Okay, plugins here. From here, let's come to our page. Let's come to add a new page. We can call this system, right? Let's edit this with Elementor. And then we can come back to FigWebEx. This is still processing. Let's refresh this page again. Maybe that will be done. While we are waiting for this to finish, you would notice that if you check on my project here, I have a project here. This is 2024 and that's last year. While I tested with this failed, and also this as well failed. And I want to let you know, while your task might fail, your export task might fail, always make sure that inside of Figma here, whatever project you're using is not in trial, is in a team project. I already did that in a previous tutorial. I will leave link to that in the video description. You can see that tutorial to see how I created a team project, but it's super simple. If you just Google online how to create a team project on Figma, you would see a lot of tutorials to help you do that. And then you want to make sure that you click into the frame, the main frame. Just come to the title of the page, click into the frame, and then you can then right click, and then you can copy selection. If you don't click the frame, it might most likely fail. So these are the two things that I have noticed that have made our export task fail. So you want to make sure that you pay close attention to that, so that you have your project all completed. Let's refresh this again. Let's see if this is done right now. Yeah, this is completed. Now let's copy this now, and let's come back to Elementor. Okay, I think I have that here opened, and from here we want to right click and then paste from other side, and you can see you have the option here to do Ctrl V. If you're using a Mac, it should be maybe Command V, so you can just press that to paste an element from another site. All right, fantastic. So you can see here we have the design here already. This is fantastic. There's an error here. Okay, I think because this is opened. Okay, I think I noticed that error inside of Figma. Okay, let me just zoom this in. So this is not, so you can see we have that here. Oh, I see that. So you can see we have that error here. Okay, so we should have just possibly just deleted this or readjust this to suit what exactly we wanted to do. So that's the reason why it has that extra stuff there. I noticed I saw something like that, but I didn't really pay close attention. But you can see this is fantastic. Wow, I think I like this. This is amazing. Okay, now this is a good one. This is a good one. Wow, awesome. Oh, this is fantastic. This is good. Now let's see what this look like on full page. Aside from the issue with this here that is not making this full, but we can find that container, this container here, and take it out. So from here, if we open up the container, so one of the challenges I've also noticed with this is because we did not reduce the DOM size, you will see lot of containers. You can see this is even taking time to load, so you can see other containers are here. So you keep opening them and keep seeing containers, and some containers are not needed at all. So that's the reason why it's good if you are doing this from here to, for example, if we try to do just reduce the DOM size. But if you do this, if you have a good clone, it's fantastic. But if you do this and the design is not good, you might want to possibly make edit yourself inside of Elementor, because you see lots and lots of containers you don't need. and these are unnecessary for the speed of your website. So you can see I'm still opening up containers. I've not even been able to get to any element whatsoever at all. So now this is the image here. So this is how I will scroll through every of them to find where these things are. From here I can even possibly just delete them completely. You can see but I want to believe that they will all be inside the container, and from here I can even see the container here already. So if I click this, this look like an entire container. Let's see if I can delete this. Okay, you can see that's gone completely. But I'm sure if I take my time to find the exact containers here, I can rework the width so that I can get all of this here to be full screen and centralize them. But there are just a lot of containers that you need to go through one after the other, and in some cases here maybe even delete some containers, drag some images so that you can readjust your design. That's exactly how to use FigWebEx. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Go experiment with this if you find it very useful. Let me know in the comment section if this tool has been able to work for you, and if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section. I'll look out for them. Subscribe more to see awesome tutorials like this, more around cloning website, more around Figma from this YouTube channel, and I will see you in those tutorials. Take care.